I'm pulling out all of my holiday December lessons and resources. In the month of December, our 2 wow words that we're working on are scrumptious and devious. Those come from our gingerbread books. These are the 4 gingerbread books that we focus on, especially the rhymes that are within them. We talk about what's the same and what's different. I have all of these on their own paper, and I actually took this one and projected it to my smartboard and made a giant poster that we can circle the letters and look specifically at the rhymes. We're going to do 2 directed drawings, one of Rudolph and one of Santa. We tape one on each side and then laminate this. This is the cutest keepsake ever. To decorate our room and our classroom tree, we do name lights. They count out how many letters are in their name, and then we put a piece of yarn under this. They're going to write 1 letter on each light bulb, and then we hang this up on our tree and around the room. They're going to put the yarn in the middle and then glue this together. That's what the template looks like. We just copied it onto colored paper. This I made years and years ago, and it's probably still one of their favorite things ever. I sing this song. Santa wore a green suit, green suit, green suit. Santa wore a green suit all day long. And then we say, oh no, Santa, that's not right. Okay, I'll go change. And he changes and changes, and then he gets really discouraged. And finally he puts on the red suit and students shout, yes, that's right. We're going to do a hula hoop Venn diagram comparing and contrasting 2 of our gingerbread stories. It's actually these first 2 ones. These cards are on my website if you're interested in that. Learning our position words in December. And so we're going to hold these up. Everybody's going to have a gingerbread cookie. We're going to hold them above our head, beside our head, under our head, and lastly put it inside our mouth. And then to go along with that lesson, everybody's making a position tree. So they're going to put a blue rectangle in the middle of the paper, put a yellow rectangle above the blue rectangle, put the pink rectangle below the blue rectangle. And I have all these prepped and ready here for that lesson. I have gift tags. They're going to write their friend's name on this because in our gingerbread house, we cut up wrapping paper into 12 by 12 squares, and students can wrap blocks or wooden blocks up and put it under the tree and practice writing their friend's name. I use the class names and pictures that are at a writing center and move that over to the gingerbread house. We're going to follow a recipe and make reindeer food that they can take home before the holiday break. They can play this gingerbread lane game, so they use a block as a piece. They're going to take their turns rolling the dice and see who can make it to the gingerbread house first. They have that in a coloring form too, so they can do this on their own with just a dice and roll it and color it until they get to the house. We have these half-page gingerbread coloring sheets at the writing center. And then the full page at some point I'll put at the easel with watercolors. They love doing that. We have light patterns, so these will be cut into strips. They can make their own pattern, or they have ones that have the pattern started for them that they can finish coloring in. We have our letter T is our next letter that we're working on. They're loving this so much that I don't just put it randomly at our letter table now. I actually print them out and always have them up here with our bins and puzzles so that they can every day pick our letter coloring page if they'd like to. This is one of our activities at our letter table this week. They're going to do a hunt and find for the letter T. We have sticker letters. That's also at our letter table over here. And then for our large group letter lesson, they're actually going to get one of these color changing markers, and they're going to trace the T and then try writing capital and lowercase t's all in the box. Then they use the other side to turn it over and scribble over it, and it changes colors. And then they're going to use scissors to cut this out. Also, I already put this at the writing center, but they're going to create their own gingerbread book. So they're going to cut along the dotted lines. Then they're going to use this stapleless stapler to put the book together. So they have to make sure that they get the cover of the book first and the fox, where the fox eats him, last. Old lady and the old man are always first. So he ran and he ran and he ran and he ran. The fox ate him. So they can create their own, color it and create their own book. They go through these so quickly. They love this so much. Over in one of our bins, we have our gingerbread cutting strips. They can color these if they want and then cut them out and keep them or throw them away, but that's just some good cutting practice. That's some of the things that I do in the month of December. Let me know if you have any questions.